Game stream wind down. Here is your pep talk today. Fun is mandatory. So this is a thing that I keep, talking to people about online. One of the things I talk a little bit about in the book, The Keys to Prolific Creativity, is that you have to take time to consume art or just to really do things which are fun. And if you are not doing things which are fun, that's when you're going to get that burnout. That's when you're going to get really exhausted from doing things that you normally would be energized or inspired or, whatever to do. So, it's something that I put in my routine is to, every day before I go to sleep, when I'm done with whatever work tasks I have to do, I'll play a game or I'll read a book. I haven't streamed in a couple of days, which means, I've played this a little bit off stream, but I've been reading because it's been late and I just wouldn't be able to stream for very long. So in this case, I'm probably going to stream for, 20, 30 minutes and call it good. So it's good to do something every single day that's fun. And if you are trying to construct your life so that there's no fun so you can accomplish some sort of goal, you're going to find yourself really ground down and burned out after a while. You can do it for a while. And I think the max is probably about 6 weeks. And I arrive at that partly from experience, like doing really aggressive, say, writing sprints where I wrote an entire trilogy in 5 weeks and published it in 8 weeks. Things like that. So that's from my personal experience. Same thing with anything outside of the realm of art, like with fitness or something like that. If you look at militaries, they will arrange their most intensive training programs in blocks of 6 weeks. So if you look at, say, Navy SEALs or Army Rangers or any of the really elite groups, even outside the U.S., you're going to see that they break down their training regimen into 6 week blocks. So there's BUDS, which is basic underwater demolition and basic underwater diving or demolition. I'm trying to remember what the BUD stands for. That's like the Navy SEAL program. And so if you get through BUDS, then you go to another 12-week program that's not as intensive, So it changes the level of intensity. You do more training that's more skill specific for your MO. And so, militaries kind of know that after about a month, you're starting to get really ground down. Of course, the Navy SEAL program ends with a really torturous week that's really brutal, designed to kind of test your endurance at the very end of that. So you've been really pushed to your limit, and then finally you get to the last bit, and it's like full out. You gotta deal with massive fatigue. So 6 weeks, I think, is about the limit for you to avoid having any fun whatsoever. Otherwise, if you're looking for a more moderate way to approach life, you should be doing things which you enjoy every day, even if it's 15 minutes. It's better to create for, it's like, I only have 30 free minutes. It's better to do 20 minutes of writing and 10 minutes of reading than to try to do 0 things which you enjoy. Plus, those things they're gonna inspire you to do the things that you're working towards. So there's that. All right, so here's what's up in the game. So there's your pep talk. Fun is mandatory. I'm actually going to extend that, which is that if you're writing a story, if you're creating something, fun is a good thing to have in that. It's not mandatory, but you want to have, it's okay to create fun works that are fun to create, in which people have fun enjoying, So, but fun is mandatory in your life. And if you don't have it in your life, you need to fix something. Something's got to go, something's got to be dialed back so that you have some kind of enjoyment in your life. That's just how it is. Otherwise, you're going to get really burned out and you're going to suffer for it. So, all right. So in this game, I did a side quest here, and I got this VIP card to the honeybee room, and I'm going to see if it does anything before I turn in the quest.
We are still preparing for our next show. That card. Are you a VIP?
Oh, it is.
Sir? May I? Oh, I'm not sure you're aware, sir, but I'm afraid that these cards can only be used by the members to whom they were issued.
Oh, denied. Well, luckily I can, so I guess I can't go in there and see the honeybee show. I found one of the people from the daycare or school or whatever. She's around the corner. She's in an alley, like, dressed up in a bee outfit, if you go look. I think it's over here. Here she is.
Hold on. Is that a VIP card you've got there?
Yeah, she knows I'm a VIP.
I
So.
see now. That's not yours. It belongs to What's-His-Face's dad.
You know him?
Well, we're not exactly friends, but he is a regular here. And he has been pretty nice to me in the past, which isn't something I can say about everyone. Everyone will know that card isn't yours. So,
Good job,
since it's
Jared.
so good to you, could you take it back to its owner for me?
You have an epilogue that'll close it out. Yeah, I've, you know, epilogues are a good thing if you feel like the main narrative concludes in the chapter, but there's like some auxiliary event that occurs that you just want to tell the reader about. You know, like maybe you kill the bad guy in the last chapter, and then it's like, well, you know, years later they get married. You know, just so you kind of fill that off. It's like, what happened with the relationship? It's like, I don't want to spend 2 chapters of them like being lovebirds because it's boring. I'll just put it in the epilogue. I did that with Muramasa. There's an epilogue where we really want to know what happens to Shiba at the end of the story, because he's been a villain in the final 2 acts, big time. So I wrote an epilogue where basically he runs away from an actual battle that happened in 1511 that was trying to oust the shogun who had been ousted once before, actually, and then, you know, got his power back. I think he's, who was it? Ashikaga was it Yoshitsune or Yoshitani? Trying to remember which one. Anyway, it's slipping my mind right now. Yeah, I know I did a lot of research, and I know that period pretty well before it's slipping my mind. So I had him die. I just told that he basically ran away from the battle, and he was discovered by peasants who killed him. So it's like a very dishonorable way to die, and that was I think a pretty satisfying way for Shiba to die at the very end of the story. So I did that before too. It works well. What else is there to talk about today? Oh yeah, the Xbox. So the Xbox Series X and Series S launch. The new Xbox Series. What? Yeah, it's even worse than the PlayStation one. So the PlayStation one, at least like everything was staggered, right? So you got where did my mini map go? There it is. All right. Oh wait. Talk to this dude. He's been around me with all these little side quests. And it was because they're like, it's coming out at exactly this time, and the bots just bought up all the systems. So it's like no one could get the Xbox, but actual people were able to get the PlayStation, but not everyone who wanted it, obviously. Yeah, I heard about Terry Goodkind. He was 72, but you know, he did a live stream not that long ago. I saw on Facebook, and he looked good. Didn't look like anything was wrong with him, so I don't know. Looked pretty darn healthy for a 72-year-old man.
Until I got what I was after. A Honeybee Inn VIP card. I knew it. Now make way for the VIP, boys. I don't want to keep my ladies waiting any longer. But first, I should pick up a gift dress.
Lead the way, old dude. We are coming.
Oh, did we get to go into the Honeybee room finally? The party never stops. Okay. So yeah, this was like a big long quest chain where you had to go all the way around town to get medicine for sick people who were barfing from being drunk, all this kind of stuff. Pretty funny.
Well, thanks for bringing him back. Can't imagine what you went through.
Thoughts on the band Wasp? I haven't listened to them in ages.
Right, bro? Get ready for a real
They're not bad. I mean, I enjoy them.
I'm done with this. You can do whatever the hell you want.
I get it, bro. You're scared. It's only natural for people to fear the unknown.
Decided I like this pink-haired dude, bro.
But I swear to you, bro, as an aspiring wall market connoisseur, I'm gonna go in there and get as much inspiration as I can handle. For you, bro. For you.
Well,
Cloud, you are my
I'd like the
one
option to
true
go into the Honeybee room.
Honeybee Inn, here I come.
Inspiration, here I come!
Perfect example of how age has absolutely nothing to do with maturity.
Couldn't agree more.
HP and MP fully... Well, if I go over there and talk to them, will they take me there?
Huh? You want to help us pick a dress? Alrighty. What do you think of this real skimpy one here?
This
Think it's
silky one
good.
over here's kind of nice too.
I think it's real good. I want to go to the strip club in this game.
Huh?
Is that possible?
You want to help us pick a dress? Alrighty.
Yeah, he's got a lot of personality. I like him. I think he's funny.
This silky one
I think
over
he's
here's
actually a
kinda
good
nice,
comic relief character. You know, they had these masked bandits that were,
too. How's about
frankly, not good comic relief characters.
Much better.
Alright, we'll do the next quest, I guess. Whoa. Look at those dudes. They're gonna smash me. It's got like Brock Lesnar and... Who else is in there? Big Ronnie Coleman. I'm gonna see if I can go back there if like something happens. Might not. Might have to like come back here some other time to get that to work. 'Cause there's like a bunch of chests blocked by people.
My apologies, sir. We are still preparing for our next.
Nope.
So, you a topsider?
A topsider. Imagine literally living underneath a city like suspended above you. That would be an extremely unnerving situation. As this game explains, because then like the plates fall, it kills everybody. Yeah, it's a great dress. Let's go to the strip club now. They're not supposed to wear dresses. Why are we, what's this thing about dresses? Oh, is this a chick?
Cloud.
Oh man. Oh man, look at,
And welcome to our humble training hall.
it's
Jules, head trainer.
Jules identifies as a woman?
Spare, how about a little bit of fun? Want to try taking on one of our guys?
You're not serious, are you? Look at him. He's a scrawny little thing. I could snap him like a twig.
Now, I wouldn't judge this one by his muscle mass. What do you say, Cloud? If you want to give it a go, just let me know.
Look at this guy doing chin-ups in the background, like, it's just so funny. Look at this, I'm gonna look at this animation here. Look, it's just funny to me. This guy would have to be so epically strong to be doing this many pull-ups. He's done like 100 since I walked in. You know, and his hands are just like not even on the bar. Alright, so let me talk to the tranny and we'll figure out what's going on here. This is like that weightlifter who was like wears makeup and stuff and is a power lifter. It's like you have a man's body and it's like, oh, I put on makeup and then I'm a girl. It's like, nope. Challenge Ronnie. Oh, they actually did they name the black guy Ronnie? Like Big Ronnie Coleman?
Ha!
They did.
You're taking me on? You look like a dried up old terpsichore left out in the sun. You got no idea what you're getting into, little man.
All right, enough talk. We'll settle this the tried and true traditional way. The squat off. Now, let's all see what you've got.
He's like, I'm not wearing makeup.
No way I'm letting you win.
I'm just really Slavic. No. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of racism here. The basic rules: perform more squats than your opponent in the allotted time to win. In the event of a tie, you will lose. Follow the on-screen guide and press the corresponding buttons at the right moment to perform squats. I don't want to like try to out-squat Big Ronnie Coleman. I think I could squat like 900 pounds. Oh man, the guide fades from view. All right, let's try this.
Not bad at all. You've got this. Come on. Your form's looking good.
knew you could do it. That's how it's done. Not bad at all. I knew you could do it. You've got this. Come on. Your form's looking good.
Oh, this is really hard, guys.
Do it. You've got this. Come on.
I love the music.
Not bad at all. That's how it's done. Not bad at all. I knew you could do it. Your form's looking good. You've got
Like,
this. Come
your
on.
controller shakes and stuff, too. It's really,
Not bad at all.
I don't know what to think about this minigame.
I knew you could do it. Not bad at all. You've got this. Come on. Your form's looking good. That's how it's done. You've got this. Come on. I knew you could do it. Not bad at all. Your form's looking good. I knew you could do it. You've got this. Come on.
Is that it?
I did 31. Yeah, the controller's shaking and everything, all hell's going loose here. It's a drag demon. Oops. Look at those squats. Alright. So I won the first round. I'm guessing it's gonna get harder. This guy just like falls down doing squats.
Who looks like he doesn't even consume his daily recommended amount of protein.
Ronnie, you know it's all about quality, not mass. You're too quick to judge people by their build. That and your overtrained ego are the main reasons you lost to our bold challenger here.
Thanks for helping me teach my boys a valuable lesson. And sorry for dragging you into it.
For dragging you into it.
We're all one big family here at this gym. And now you're part of it. If you're ever up for training, our doors are always open to you. Let's work together to maintain healthy minds and bodies.
So is it a dude with makeup? Or is it a woman who's just like jacked on trend and was wearing that thing on her head? To hide the fact that she's balding from steroids. That's the question. She'd probably still have like a little bit of breast tissue left as a woman. Alright, I guess I did the quest? What's next? Go back to, I guess I get to go back to the cowboy. Cowboy. Yeah, talk like this. Yep. My beard looks like 3 polygons, even in this high-res game. It's me. Here I am.
Tell me, what'd you see in our little enclave of sin and debauchery? Bet it was an eye-opening experience.
Nothing I haven't seen before. That it for jobs?
Not exactly. I got one more favor to ask. You want to get teeth out, right?
What's your angle?
Just get your ass to the Coliseum.
You'll see. You'll see. I'm trying to sound like a country singer. Baritone voices do very well in country music. Baritone voices do very well in country music. Women like a baritone voice. Men like a baritone voice. Everyone likes a baritone voice. And I'm talking a baritone voice with a slight drawl, so you know that I'm supposed to sound like a country singer. My name's Sam. It's a simple name, like one you might encounter from someone from the South, like Jim Bob. I actually knew a Jim Bob, not James Robert. His name wasn't James Robert, it's Jim Bob. Alright, here we go. An elevator. I fought a house in this like tournament here. I should have streamed that. It was hilarious. It's like, here's the final opponent. It's a house that eats you. 31 and 13 are a palindrome, yeah. Those guys are what Abby from Last of Us 2 wanted to be. It's a very multicultural slum. Yeah, one of the things like I think about with, say, fantasy societies and the way they portray them is like, you know, they'll show a town, you know, some isolated mountain town, and there's like a racial diversity there. It's like, let's say you started with a racial diversity. in a small town, people marrying each other, you just end up with a distinct ethnic group that would be pretty much everybody would be the same skin color and look the same, because all their genes would get kind of homogenized after a while. It's just not realistic to see, oh, here's the black family, the Asian family, the white family in this isolated mountain village that's been here for 300 years. Like, nope. Try again.
We've been waiting for you, champ.
Special match, free battle. Special match.
Stands are packed thanks to you. Now get out there and give them a show.
I'm guessing that's what I was supposed to do. It said, meet me at the Coliseum. It's time for a country music show.
Lovers of bloodshed and mayhem, your favorite champion, Cloud.
Oh no, I gotta fight some bombs.
Right now, this boy may be hot, but look out, folks, because these dynamite challengers may just blow the champ clean off his throne.
I could like straight up die here.
Because you're about to see some fireworks. Fighters, begin!
I might have selected the wrong option here.
Bring it.
All I have is fire and thunder. And Poisana. Oh, dang it.
Here it comes.
Yeah, pretty sure I'm gonna die here. Because I have my sword, I think, has a fire materia in it. Yeah, I'm just like not doing any damage here. Yeah, I think I picked the wrong one here. Seeing a little guy swinging swords that size kill immersion for me. Well, he's like a super being, so you just kind of roll with it. But yeah, I see what you mean. It's not quite like Guts. Like he's got Guts' sword, but he's not built like Guts. You know, Guts is like this dude's muscles. I've also considered that the sword is actually not that heavy. It's made out of some kind of like special light alloy, and I think it sticks on his back with magnets. That's my headcanon there. It's actually not that heavy. Uh-oh. No! This was not as far back as I wanted to go. Whoops. Yeah, this wasn't the checkpoint I think I wanted here.
Remember? You are going to win.
Oh yeah. That's not good. We're gonna have to load a save here. I don't think I have an autosave. Let's see if it's an autosave. My name's Sam and I'm a Chocobo Rancher. I'd like to tell you about an exciting new way to get your type 2 diabetes testing supplies delivered straight to your slum tenement. Check your blood sugar. Check it often. I think Dead Space did that multicultural society well. The characters don't look much different from each other. Yeah. Let's see that. Dead Space was a great series, man. Like, EA just killed the studio. That kind of sad. Yeah, EA killed the studio. Alright, so that's fine. We'll go run and talk to him again.
So, tell me that it was not.
Nothing I haven't seen before.
Not exactly.
What's your angle?
Just get your ass to the Coliseum. Just get your ass to the Coliseum.
Now, I don't know if the quest was to fight those bombs, you know. If it was, I'm gonna need to change my stuff around. You know. It seems like that's where I'm supposed to go.
Hey, look, it's the champ! You know what to do. Take the elevator and head on down. I can't wait to see you.
Put a frost in there. That'll kill him really quick. I guess the sword could be light with sci-fi metal, yeah. His Vihanders were only 14 pounds despite their size. Yeah, that's the other thing people don't understand about swords. Like, like my wife gave me like a funny little wall hanger for my birthday. It's like, man, this sword is really heavy considering how little it is. It's like a good, one-handed sword's pretty often like 900 grams or something. It's like 2 pounds. It's not heavy. Buy the mega potion, of course. Buy all this stuff for cheap. There we go. That'll help. Now, so materia and equipment. Let's see. Yeah, let's switch that out for ice. I think I have a couple ice. Tifa has this. Yeah. Healing materia. Synergy materia. Alright. Need that. Let's see what we got here. ATB boost materia. Press L1, R1 to activate. Okay. Interesting. Allows you to steal. I haven't been using that one. Put MP up in there because we're going to need that. We don't need that. Let's find something else we like. Provoke. Steadfast block. I don't know. Try. Oh yeah, let's do assess and take that out for wind. Yeah, we'll try wind. Why not? See if I guess I could use Iron Blade for this one because I think it's good for other stuff. Max HP up. Defense. Let's do that. Magic attack. A little more magic power. The nail bat. Now see, I don't have this ability yet. I haven't even equipped this. So I'll use that for something else, I guess. I think we'll stick with the Buster Sword. This remake actually ended having a pretty decent soundtrack. I do like the soundtrack. One thing I find funny in games is that you can defeat a literal god of death, but you can't scratch a wall. They really went out in the animations. For a lot of them, they did. Aerith is beautiful, especially compared to the liberal, ugly female character design we get these days. Yeah, this is a Square Enix game. No Uggies allowed, man. If there are no female characters in a Square Enix game that are anything less than like 9.5, pretty much. Like, and frankly, the male characters are really good looking too most of the time. Now, you could say they're maybe a little too pretty boy. You know, that's your preference. But like Cloud's kind of pretty boy. But like Square Enix doesn't care, man. They go for idealized beauty, full bore, and I actually appreciate that a lot. I'm gonna save it this time. This way I don't have to do this crap again. Save it rate. Why not? Yeah, Aerith looks good. They all look good. I mean, even what's his name? Barrett. I mean, he looks really badass. So like, it made him ultra masculine, and they made Cloud very, like, I guess, beautiful in a way. You know. But yeah, Square Enix games, man, they make the girls look really good. It's like their goal.
We've been waiting for you, champ.
Especially since like the PS3. Take on which, I guess, the special match.
Stands are packed thanks to you.
I think that's the one for this.
Get out there and give them a show.
Why did you destroy yourself? Good thing they don't make characters ugly. Yeah. Well, it's funny because like the EA games, it's like they kind of admitted they were making female characters ugly to like appease trans people or something. That like, with, you know, trans people might not feel comfortable looking at or like role playing as attractive female characters. It's like, what? You know, I get annoyed too. Like I said this about The Witcher. You know, it's like, I don't need to see a bunch of like 5s. I want to see 10s. You know, I want to see hot girls. See if Liz, actually let's can assess and just make sure. It's gonna say weakness, Frost, I'm sure. Immune to fire, okay. But technically not weak to frost, so certain amount of damage while they're using fire-based attacks makes them more susceptible to. Oh, interesting.
Ain't dead yet.
Ouch. Alright, so that's interesting. You like this flamethrower attacks? I think you pretty much have to dodge those.
You're mine.
Nope, I died. Let's try again. I'm assuming this is the one I have to do for the... Yeah, you can't really... I mean, there's trans people out there that are normal. I mean, not normal, but, you know, they're fine people. They don't care about this kind of stuff, but it seems like there's a lot of there's this militant trans movement of people that just get attached to it because they feel bad about themselves, I think, and it offers them some way to fix themselves. But man, you just look at the data. We're really not doing trans people favors with the way that we approach the whole thing, you know.
Champ. Stands are packed thanks to you. Now get out there and give them
you know, really high suicide rates. You know, you hear these stories. They get pressured into having surgery, and then the result of that after the fact is that they get really suicidal. There's really high suicide rates, very high,
right now, this boy may
like 40% plus. And the results of the surgery are not good usually.
May just blow the champ clean off his throne. I hope you brought shades because you're about to see some fireworks. Fighters, begin!
Oh, wow, that wasn't good. Ouch. I'd like try a different like loadout on my weapon here. Yeah, I mean, it's honestly very sad. They need help. Yeah, and the help that they get is, you know, just if you look at the data, it's not helping. I've already made a bunch of content on like the whole trans thing, like gender confirmation surgery. There's like whole parts of the trans community or whatever you want to call it that aren't into having the surgeries, and the greater general cultural pressure is that you're not trans unless you're having a penectomy and like all, you know, having your genitals cut up, and
stands are packed thanks to you.
You know, it does a big disservice to them. Like it's a political pressure. It's like people want to believe that this is the thing that you should do for people who feel like trapped in the wrong body, but it's by the data, it's clearly not. Not unless you're like psychopathic and you don't care how many people die in service of your dumb social ideal. No one ever really thinks deeper about why there's so much pressure to try to turn men into women and women into men, and why people can't be happy being, you know, like not meeting some masculine standard means that you're trans. Like, no, come on.
Fighters, begin!
Oh, so you got me on the side there. Ouch.
Come on.
Let's try triple slash.
I'm waiting.
Ouch. Yeah, I think it's like having both of them do their thing at the same time is really high potion.
Come on. I won't give up.
Man, I suck.
Feeling good.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, man, these guys really, they really kill you. Go to the title screen. I'm gonna try it one more time, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Out of curiosity, have you ever played any of the Devil May Cry games? I played the first two. Yeah. Can you do an entire segment on George Soros? I don't know as much about him as other people are gonna know. Yeah, what's the Hippocratic Oath? First, do no harm, from JRPG fan. Removing significant and important portions of a person's body is the very definition of harm. Like, that's it. You know, I couldn't in good conscience do that. You know, especially knowing what the outcomes are. Like, you look at it, it's like, well, you know, I can slice up your genitals to not give you what you want. It can't turn you into a woman. That's a physical impossibility. And the end result has a very high chance of being very bad and disgusting for you and making you feel worse and possibly having you commit suicide. Like, that's not... I don't know. I think you have to be... As a doctor, I think you have to be disturbed to buy into this. It's kind of like abortion doctors. I think there has to be some kind of demonic obsession going on. Like, there's a demon telling you that this is what you need to do. In fact, I might call the entire, like, modern trans movement, at least, like, demonically obsessed. Like, there's a demon whispering in their ears, no, 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 men can't be women. These people just... There's no such thing as gender. You know, these things, like, these are the things that need to be, you know. See, I don't have a linked one. See if I could probably put on a... See if I have another one that has, like, a linked materia. Mithril armlet. Do I have another one? Studded bracer. And this one's pretty good. Do that, and then let's set the materia. I think there's one that's like a shield one here. Magnify. No, elemental? Armor. Halves linked elemental damage taken. Yeah, that's what we want. Then we could put a fire one in there. So that might be what we want. Is there another one? I think I know another one here. Deadly dodge. I think this is... we'll just put that here. And we'll put... fire in it. That'll work. I don't want that binding. Use barrier. There's just a barrier over here. Sorry. Getting distracted here. Healing, MP up. Let's put like a HP up or something. Whatever. Chocobo and Moogle. And we definitely like aren't going to get anything from Ifrit, so I still don't know. I don't know if this is something I'm supposed to do solo, or if like I'm supposed to do it after I get Aerith back or whatever. Ethics aside, isn't HRT impermanent? Yeah. Won't the body... It's. I mean, there's certain things that are going to be harder to revert, like if you grow mammary tissue, you might have to have that surgically removed. You know, but yeah, you can't regrow something you cut off. But, you know, women suffer more permanent effects from steroid usage than men do, as far as, like, using the other sex's hormones. So men, you stop using the estrogen and you start to be remasculinized. For women, you know, if your voice is deeper, it basically stays deeper. You may continue to have facial hair even after discontinuing it. You may still remain bald after discontinuing it, you know. You know, you might have male pattern baldness. Alright, this is my last attempt and then I gotta go to bed. Yeah, major mass exorcism. I mean, this is a true fact. Donald Trump had a Catholic exorcist come into the White House and pray and to exorcise any possible demons that might be lurking about from the previous administration. That actually happened. And like people are gonna, there's people who are, you know, really atheistic and they think that's weird. It's like, where's the bad optionality, man? Like, let's say you don't really believe in it and you think he's just praying to nobody. Well, it's not going to hurt anything. But if there is a God and there are demons, then I would really think it's wise to have a Catholic exorcist come in.
Stands are packed.
You know what I mean?
Now get out there and give him a show.
Yeah, medicine ought to be going in the direction where surgery and drugs are unnecessary. Yeah, I mean, you're trying to cure a mental state with physiological alterations. And it, you know, that's what psychiatry does, but usually psychiatry doesn't happen in the absence of some other psychological therapy as well.
But look out, folks, because these dynamite challengers may just blow the champ clean off his throne.
You know, it's not like a psychiatrist is like, someone's like, you know, I've been feeling like I should do this, and the psychiatrist is like, well, that is justification for doing it. I wish I were more muscular. Let me give you a prescription for anabolic steroids.
Steady.
I'm waiting.
Gotta learn these animations. Oh! I have not learned my animations properly.
Come on. Still in.
I better stagger this guy quick before he blows up.
Bundle up. You're done.
So the
Gotta be careful. Bring it.
well, I can summon the Chocobo chick, and he can Choco heal me.
Do your thing.
Oh, I still need
I'm waiting.
I still need some ATB to do that. Oh, I don't have a Choco heal.
Going all out. We're out of luck.
All right. I killed one of the bombs, so that's good. I don't think that Chocobo chick did all that much.
See you soon. Calling ice.
Come on, gotta stagger him.
I won't give up. Going in.
There we go. We got it, guys.
It's over.
Alright. Target eliminated.
Does it again.
I love that little music right there with the... You finally get that sword spinning animation
Can't bring the heat.
from the originals and put them in camps.
Than the guns he's packing.
Well, I mean... There's problems with arresting people for things that are legal now, right? Like making something illegal and then arresting people who were doing something that was legal.
Nice
Just
going, champ. You were
you
in
know.
fine form today.
In a republic, that's not really something you do. In a monarchy, the monarch could say,
Ah, Tifa.
we're rounding up
Something
abortion
the mom
doctors
tells
and putting them in
herself.
prison.
Girl keeps in shape, and boy, does it show.
Hey,
Just making an observation, that's all. Anyway, seems
Anyway.
like you're serious about getting the poor girl out of her predicament. I can tell easy enough by the way you fought back there.
cut to the chase. Well, you helping or not?
Never said I would. Opposite even. Getting mixed up in other people's business isn't my way. Plus, as you are now, I reckon you could ride to her rescue without anybody's help. And that's the truth. You've changed since you first rolled into this here town.
For the better.
At any rate, I've
Ghost of Tsushima. I wanted to get it. It was sold out everywhere on like launch.
Am I right?
So I might get it.
Tifa, but she is a firecracker. Keep her waiting too long, and she might just blow up in your face.
All right. All right. So that was a fun little distraction there. Anyway, let's check out the chat before we call it a night here. You know, it wouldn't be extreme for me to say that, you know, abortion doctors should be jailed. Andrew Napolitano said that on Fox News. Said, what do you think should happen to abortion doctors? He said they should be jailed. You know, and, you know, what about women who get abortions? Well, there should be legal consequences for that too. Maybe less severe than actually performing the abortion, but certainly they're culpable for it. You know, it's only extreme because we're just a couple years away from people being honest about it. That's how I view it. I don't think I've been in here. What's this guy got for sale? It looks like Isan.
Market's premier weapon shop.
Yeah, I want to get Sekiro as well. I want to get all the samurai games. I haven't played any of them. I love samurai stuff. I wrote samurai books. There were like threads on like Reddit. People were like, oh, people talk about your book on this Reddit thread about like these samurai games. I'm like, oh, I should play them. I really like them. I really like that kind of stuff. The only thing that could make Walmart better is a match. Set it on fire. SMT Nocturne. I don't know. How are you? I'm good. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine it. Hard Edge. I don't have one, so let's get that. That one looks cool. It looks like a big razor blade. All right. Cool.
Do come again.
I do like the weapon setup in this game. It's kind of cool. Yeah, so it's not that extreme. Certainly, once you make it illegal, then you have the, you know, you have the obligation to jail people once it's illegal. I think you have the moral obligation to try to make it illegal too. I'm really surprised that, considering how long we've had Roe v. Wade, there hasn't been a serious push to make a constitutional amendment that would ban abortion. Because you could do it, that would override the Supreme Court, as you simply put it in the Constitution. You know, abortion is banned. we banned alcohol with the Constitution, so you can do it with abortion. There hasn't been a serious push, and I'm not really sure why. People are too afraid of being called mean names by feminists who are demonically obsessed. Like have a demon whispering in their ear about how it's not really a child, or like, you know, it's this is the current argument. It's better to be dead than poor. You know, this was like I've heard this argument so many times, but it's like someone did an op-ed on it from like the New York Times. It's like Ruth Bader Ginsburg, by helping all of these millions of babies be aborted, you know, they'll thank her in the afterlife, because it's like, think about the ridiculousness of that. You're saying it's better to be dead than poor. Like, it's better to be dead than to have suboptimal living conditions. You don't have to say to every single person who's living in poverty now, it's like, wouldn't you rather be dead than not have my life as a rich, liberal white woman? God, it's disgusting. Anyway, fun is mandatory, guys. So let's stop talking about that. Get the way of the samurai games, too. They're really good, at least to me. They're action-adventure ARPGs. Cool. I'll check them all out. I love that kind of stuff. I couldn't get the, you know, Sekiro. I didn't get Sekiro just because I'm like, this game's going to be hard, man. I'm not that good at games. I'm not that good anymore. So I'm gonna suck. And then, but Ghost of Tsushima looked really good, and I really wanted to get it, but I couldn't get a physical copy. And I'm really into getting physical copies. And no, it's not. You know, you're always having to do patches and stuff, but I just like having that physical copy. They can't delete the physical copy off my machine. You know. It's like some little bastion there. I just like physical copies. It's kind of how I am right now. I'm into it. I like physical copies of books. I like physical copies of games. Yeah, Sekiro is tough. It's a, you know... Same thing with, like, you know, Demon Souls when PS5 comes out. I might just... I could stream the PS3 version. Oh yeah, I actually... Demon Souls is... I mentioned it in a story I wrote. So you can go to dvspress.com. I wrote a free short story. You can just read it on my website, dvspress.com, and check it out. It's part of my whole Gen Y series. This one's a little bit longer and a lot more lighthearted than the other ones. The other ones I wrote are like really kind of depressing aphorisms. This one is way more positive and funny, so hopefully you like that one. It's called Jimmy Turns 35. And he gets a PS5 for his birthday and is playing Demon Souls and realizes it's just the same game he played 10 years before on the PS3. And he looks around his apartment and it's the same apartment he's had for 10 years. He played the original in the same couch, in the same apartment, on the same everything, you know. It's like very little's changed, with the same cat purring, you know. It's so, and then he decides he has to make a change with his life. Very, very kind of... For people around my age, that's a big killer thing. It's like getting into your 30s and realizing that like nothing, like your life hasn't made any meaningful progress. So that's what the story's about. So anyway, check it out for free, and I'll probably see you guys later. Have a good one.